Hey everyone, RobloxDev here, back with another one, where today we go over global variables. These variables can be used in multiple scripts, so let's get right into it. So say I had a script here, and we're going to name it, like script 1, right? And in this script we created a variable called, yellow. Yellow is equal to this string, and the string's called yellow, right? And then if we do print yellow, it gives us yellow. Actually, this is not really good. So this would print banana, right? And that's because yellow is equal to banana as a string, and it prints yellow, which is the variable name. But say I wanted to create another script, and I would call this one script 2, right? And in here, I wanted to also print yellow. Well, it wouldn't work because this script, as you can see, underlined yellow. If you hover over it, it tells you unknown global yellow. So it doesn't know what yellow means, right? But this script knows what yellow means. So what if I wanted to get a variable in two scripts? One variable for two scripts, right? Like say there was a variable that it was an integer value. So for example, it was 10. And say this 10 was actually the number of players in the game, but this script also wants to know the number of players in the game. Then how would you figure that out? You would create a global variable, and this variable would store the number of players in the game. So let's actually do that right now. You can go to replicate storage and insert your first global variable. So if we scroll down this object list, actually we can make it bigger with this button. As you can see, values right here. You have all these global variables right here. So we can start off with a really basic one, the int value. Int value, short for integer, right? So it's going to be called the int value. And basically this value, if you head over to properties, it has a value property, and this can be anything, right? So I make this 69. Nice. That wasn't funny. And what we do is, if we remember referencing inside script number 2, what we can do is local yellow is equal to game, so the whole game, dot replicated storage, which is where we have it right now, because why not? Replicated storage dot whatever you named it. So for us it's int value, right? You could have named it like clock, right? Then it'd be replicated storage dot clock dot value. So if you do it without dot value, it gives you this object right here. But if you do it with dot value, it goes to the object's property value, and it returns 69. So now yellow is equal to 69, and that's because inside the value property of this clock object right here, we defined it as 69. So as you can see, it printed 69 inside the script number 2. That's because it's a global variable. And the thing about this is we can also do it in this script, right? Interesting. Let's edit that out. So inside script 1 here, we can also do it. So it'll give you the same thing, right? It'll print 69 twice because it's from script 1 and script 2, because they both are pointing to this clock's value, as you can see. So if I were to go to clock and change the value to like whatever that number is, it would print 423,423. That's because it's a global variable. Every script can access it. So there's also more global variables. Let's actually name this int value, right? And let's delete script 2 for now. So this int value right here, we're going to put it to the side, right? Next thing we're going to grab is a bool value. And now a bool value, if you remember from our integers and strings and all that video, a bool value just returns true or false. A boolean value is just true or false. As you can see, true, false, true, false. So if I were to make this game.replicated storage dot bool value dot value, obviously, and it prints the value, let's see what it's going to print. it's gonna print false. But if I go to the bool value and I make it true, and then I run the game, it's gonna print true. And this is because it's a global variable, right? It's a bool value, so it prints true or false. So script number 2, right? The capitalization. Okay. Script number 2 also has the same thing in it. It's gonna print true twice. And that's because it's a global variable, right? It's not just going in here and then doing local yellow equals true, right? I meant to do equals, right? It's not just going in here and doing local yellow equals true, and then in here the script will know that yellow equals true. Because the thing is, it's a global. Variables only apply for that script, right? These are global. They can be accessed in every script. I hope this does make sense. So if we go on to the next one is going to be called, the next one I do want to look at here is a string value. These are the 3 that you're going to use the most. So let's call this one the string value. And let's again delete script number 2. And in here we do local banana is equal to game.replicated storage. So we're doing the game, the whole thing, dot replicated storage. Now we have to go to the string value, right? And then we do print banana. And this won't work, I'll tell you why. Because we didn't do string value dot value. And let's actually give it a value. So string value is just, like letters, text, right? This is how you store your text. Like anything inside here, this is a string right here. This is considered a string. So let's store our text in here. It doesn't have to be in this because it's already a string value. It doesn't have to be inside the double quotes. So inside the string value, let's just do subscribe to RobloxDev to become, I don't know, like developer, right? If you do want to become a developer, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Anyway, so that's our string inside the string value, and we've accessed a string value. But what we need to do is string value dot value, right? Because this is a property, and if you remember from referencing, dot value would go inside string. It would go inside this object right here, and it would get the properties menu and get the value from it. But we didn't do dot value, so it's gonna return string value, right? Because we just referenced string value. But if we do string value dot value, it'll give us subscribe to RobloxDev to become a developer, right? So the same thing applies again. Like if I do script, you guys already know script 2. I spelled that wrong. But like inside script 2, right? We can't just say print banana because we did local banana over here. That's also something you have to tell the script where your global variable is. You can't just say it once here and then apparently this script knows it as well. I have to do local banana is equal to game, so the full game, right? Dot replicated storage, so this one right here, dot string value dot value, so we can get the value of this string value, which is subscribe to RobloxDev to become a developer. So now both scripts are gonna print the string, as you can see. More values we can look over that you probably will never use. Vector 3 you might use. Number value, I'm pretty sure it's just very similar to an int value. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they might be the same thing. I guess we could check it out. When you hover over it. If you're not sure about an object, just hover over it. Like that. Stores an int value, useful to share integer information across multiple scripts. And a number value. Ooh, does number value not have one? I don't think number value has one. So yeah, I think they're just the same thing. Use the int value. I'm going to recommend it. So next we're going to go to is brick color value. Brick color value. And remember, if you're from Canada, then you write COLOUR. Just like me, I'm from Canada as well. I write COLOUR. But in scripting, it's American, right? So we're writing COLOR every single time. There's no Canadian Lua, right? It's COLOR, and that's just something it took me like a month to get used to, but now I'm used to it, and I write COLOR frequently. But it's easy to switch back, don't worry. Anyways, this just stores a brick color value, as you can see. If I wanted to store like new yellow, right? Let's just delete the script for now. So in script 1, we can do, let's actually redo it. We can do local, we can call this anything we want, right? If we wanted to call like whatever this is. That's not really practical, is it? I'll say we wanted to call it RobloxDev, right? Game, so the full game. Right now we need to reference this, right? So we're doing game.replicated storage right here. Dot, and if we scroll down, we can actually see all of our options. So you can double click on brick color value. There you go. Dot value, obviously. And then you want to do print RBLXDev. There you go. Now, we define this RBLXDev variable as the value of the brick color value. So let's see what it prints. New yellow, right? So if you don't put value, it's just going to print brick color value, because I guess it defaults to the name. Usually it would just say nil, right? Nil, right? Like, that just means like that there's like no information. It means nothing. So these are some common global variables right here. Color 3, right? It's just brick color but more advanced. Color 3, it's basically, if you know the R, the G, and the B, right? RGB colors. So that's basically what this is. As you can see, it returns 3 values right here: R, G, and B, red, green, and blue. And those are like your 3 colors, right? So if I put this like here, right, the red is 56, there's 209 blue and 255 green. So if we made this color 3, obviously dot value, because we need to get the value of it. As you can see, it prints the exact, actually don't know what this number is. Let's crack down on it. The number is, I'm trying to figure this out right now. So to be honest, I'm not too sure. But one thing I can tell you is that you're probably never ever going to use these two right here. This is just for more, examples. So anyways, yeah, these are all, common things that you're going to use. I don't even know why this is here. Well, I've never used it. I probably don't even know how to use it. So, not something you want to hear from me, but yeah, hopefully you learned about global variables. Basically, it's just a variable you can access in multiple scripts. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.